Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest, lived a cunning tortoise named Timothy. All the animals in the forest sometimes seek his wisdom and advice. However, during a harsh famine, Timothy's wisdom took a mischievous turn. The forest was running out of food, and everyone was feeling hungry and weak. Timothy, being clever, came up with a plan to save the remaining grains. He gathered all the animals and said, "Dear friends, if we want to survive this famine, we must save every grain we have left. Let's store them in a barn and seal our mouths with glue so that we won't be tempted to eat them." The animals trusted Timothy's wisdom and agreed to follow his plan. They saved all the grains they had and sealed their mouths with glue, believing it was for the best. But little did they know, Timothy had a mischievous secret. While the other animals struggled with their hunger, Timothy secretly used jelly instead of glue to seal his mouth. At night, when everyone was asleep, he would sneak into the barn, cook the grains, and feast on them. He enjoyed delicious meals while the other animals grew skinnier and weaker. As time passed, Timothy's belly grew round, and his shell shone with health, while the other animals looked thin and frail. They became curious and suspicious of Timothy's well-being. They decided to keep a close watch on him to uncover his secret. One moonlit night, the animals quietly followed Timothy to the barn. They hid behind the trees, peeking at what he was up to. To their astonishment, they saw Timothy entering the barn, cooking the grains, and eating to his heart's content. Their disappointment knew no bounds. Feeling betrayed, the animals confronted Timothy the next morning. They scolded him for deceiving them and causing them to suffer even more during the famine. In their anger, they threw him down the stairs and denied him access to the barn ever again, leaving him hungry for double the days he had deceived them. Timothy learned a valuable lesson that day. He realized the importance of using wisdom for good rather than for personal gain. He felt remorseful for his actions and promised the animals that he would never deceive anyone again. From that day forward, Timothy dedicated himself to helping others and using his wisdom for the benefit of all. The animals were reluctant to trust him ever again, but over time he gained their trust by doing good deeds, and together they worked as a team to find food and survive the famine. And so, Timothy the tortoise became a member of the forest once again, and his story reminding everyone who saw him of the importance of honesty and selflessness.